Hey Earthlings, this is deep cleaning my room, and above the air conditioning vent I found a bunch of hidden messages. I was like, what the fuck, that were left from somebody who, a woman who was actually pregnant, and there was a whole bunch of pieces of paper that fell down. Outside of the one that was shoved in a can and the weird sock, there's so many, there's even more. So I feel like this was left for me to find. So I was just checking for contraband because I don't want to get blamed for something that got left behind, not from my last roommate, but from before. See, there's something I see up there. Hold on. There's a can up there, old ass can, and I had just cleaned a pile of spaghetti that was right there with a ball of hair. There's a can right there, but I just noticed that. What I also noticed as I was up here was that someone put tape that said only Holy Spirit's welcome, and then under it says no trespassing. And I knew this room was protected when I got in it and saw that it had 555 on the wall, but it's a yellow Pepsi can. There's something in it. Holy fuck, hold on, there's a note in here. It was dried up, but there was a purposeful ball of hair next to it, and I was like, this feels witchy. But as if it couldn't get more cryptic up in this room. It says right here, fallen angel. This is T heaven. T heaven. 3 7. There's 777 right here. 777 winner winner. It says chakra. CHARAAKRA 5 star. Fallen. I can't get over that. It says fallen angel right here. I gotta feel my song right now saying you're giving me goosebumps. Yeah, I'm giving myself goosebumps because what the fuck? As if my life couldn't become even more weirdly cryptic and not even magical. This doesn't feel magical. This feels like otherworldly. Left as of this year, and I'm not gonna lie, what I read felt very significant to my life. This isn't a coincidence. The roommate I had that was just kicked out for no reason other than just the fact that that's the rules. It's a short-term shelter. Only Holy Spirit's welcome. She was from McPherson, Kansas. I thought it was totally a God thing that I ended up having a roommate who was from where I was from. I am going to read one side, and we're just going to do this day by day until I get through all of it. Here it is. Somebody left this behind, and I think it was very intentionally left behind. As I was editing this video to post, I noticed on the camera it looked like there was more things sitting up there that I didn't get yesterday, so I'm about to figure it out. Oh my god, it's so unsocial. Okay, we're gonna block this out. I can't post this. What the fuck? She was pregnant. Due date October 12th, 2023. Date of pregnancy January 6th, 2023. An unborn child. It's an application. Taylor. It was an application for health benefits. Yeah, I gotta shred this up because it has very personal information, social. So this is a little. Okay, charger, very nice. Found a torch, so that makes me wonder. I'm gonna say that it's something bad. Not looking into that. And now that's all that's up there. This is why it's important to check your room, because whatever. I started to make different worlds. So Daddy said the now wanted to be a Dr. Button, animal doctor, for them, staying connected, but really he made them because Mama had dolls. He communicated through animals. Don't ask me how, but in some way Daddy could actually speak and they understood one another. I was the only that I knew that was his one another. I was the only that knew that I was his one secret. That was his secret. Like now, Mama thought she had Daddy kept himself away, 3 steps ahead of the game, allowing to think she's sick, but his plan been together, never trusting her because he knows Mama came from abomination. That's what it said. In that can, it looked like it said abortion, but it actually says abomination. Cycle, so we didn't get sick traits, and it's in this and underlying traits. So he had to break the cycle, but he knew in order for us to be balanced, he had to get a girl from nothing because his family were indigenous, Native American. Whoa, that's so intense. It's very. Whew. Okay, let's keep going. I lost my spot as I do. Balance. Where did it say indigenous? It balanced us to be perfect with her curse. Instead of mixed full black means power, so not half bred. My pretty curly hair and light skin, which already wore because all real Hebrew, indigenous, Haitian, there's a word and it starts with S and it means black. Man can actually make any color. Oh, this is true. I just learned this. A black man can make any color of child. Black people are the only people who have the power to make any color. Like, just like their genes have a special quality to them that just. Actually, I was listening to someone on a TikTok live, and that she even mentioned this too, like earlier this week, and that's what made me like, I want to go read about that even more. Black, then white, no pigment. Oh, she's literally putting what mixes together to make that. Who healthy, still curly. It says black is beautiful in parentheses. Daddy wants us to stay cultural, not mixed up. He knew religion, language, beliefs, culture, countries, weird things came from other races, especially white girls. They knew so he ain't want to deal. He stayed away from them because he knew only do things to stay protected, but they will be extinct. Pig, cannibalism, reptiles, caremen one day, but they decided they could remake their own made-up mixing, added experimenting, disformation, silk, midgets, it says midgets, giants, oh my. They were just making science. They were just making sense. Throwing in our jungle, mixing animal with their made up things. Then thought, hey, we could use them to fix and make jobs. Sickness, make them believe that they're helping when they really only did it to keep themselves alive. So they started cloning their family, keeping sex within the family because they don't have a generational tree. So they were emotionless. They didn't have feeling. They made corruption. Oh my, in parentheses underlined. They didn't even know how to keep things under control. They blamed black me, hung them instead of planting us. Then eating our melatonin, insert into slop meat pigs, then ate the pork. Maybe that's why we're not supposed to eat pork in the Jewish Bible. Starts with a T. You know. So that is the first message that I found. I know it seems a little batshit crazy. That's partly why she wrote it down on paper and didn't share it with anyone. Feel free to decipher it as you may. It is up to your own perception. If you found some parts of it felt a little like spoken to you, maybe it was because I was meant to find it, read it out loud, and post it. I just think it's super interesting, and I believe there were confirmations within that jumbled up mess
of something or another. Stay tuned. I will read the flip side of it tomorrow.